always difficult. I mean, it's your first camp in general. So he had a good attitude and he fit right in with the guys. And, you guys saw on the ball his skills tonight, and so he's a promising young player.
Can you talk about the work or the communication, the interaction between Landon and DeMarcus, especially tonight?
Yeah, no, I mean they're both good players, and they read off each other well. They had some good combinations and putting each other through today. So it's just something kind of that happens between them. They played together for a long time, but it's two good players that know each other's qualities.
Obviously, the results are a lot different home and away. It's closer than Can you just talk about the comfort of playing at home and playing this game?
Yeah, well, we just we knew it was going to come out. It was going to be a pro-American crowd. The field was fantastic, so we could play the ball around. So those two things help a lot. And then, obviously we're confident with our team, so we wanted to go out there and show we could dominate. And it took a little bit longer, but sometimes that happens.
Out of the way, move on. Yeah, it's good. It's not like we can rush it, It's the games come when they come, and took care of business. So it's not, it wasn't not like we were getting ants or anything. But yeah, it's good now that it's over. It's good. Well, over in the sense that we qualified.
Are you going home tomorrow?
I am.
Sim, what did you think when the second goal went in? What went through your mind? So you're going to let the first goal went in?
Well, I think at that point it was 2-0, and I just thought, that was just at the end of the spell where we gave the ball away a couple of times, and we were a little bit spread out defensively. So I think it was just more a wake-up call than anything else. Obviously they were going to be in the game at that point. I think not long after that they got a man sent off, so that kind of put them on the back foot a little bit. So
it's a heck of a shot.
Yeah. I think he I haven't seen it, but it was certainly awkward. It wasn't, when he put his head down to shoot it, I took a step forward to obviously make sure my angles were where they were supposed to be, and it just, I don't know how someone said it bounced up. I thought he hit it with his toe, and it was weird the way it got up and down so quickly. So, but that happens, I think they had some individual players who can create things like that, and again, that was at a point where they cut the lead to 2-1, and we had to really be on our toes now.
Time in the game, is it tough to kind of keep your head on things during that type of game?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but I think earlier on in my career when I didn't have the experience of playing those games, it was a lot tougher. But now, I know just to try and stay connected to the back four, try and keep myself busy and occupied, mentally prepared, knowing that I'm not going to have a ton to do. But again, it's no secret. The guys in front of me have been playing awesome. And as a team tonight, we scored the goals we need to score. But defensively, it's been making my job really easy. And so it's been good.
There you go.
What was it like in the second half? You're up a man. The game's starting to go in your direction. Just kind of describe what it was like.
I think at halftime we felt that it was important, not to get ahead of ourselves with them getting a red card, that we had to stay organized, I think, which we did, and that the goals would come, that we would eventually break them down and play around them and get good chances. I think we scored a couple great goals, finished our chances well, and with the cherry on top, I got for it and got a goal.
Did you see how many people were here for you? Could you see them?
I could see. I knew where my parents were, and that was the most important for me. So as soon as I scored, I went over to the side that they were at.
What did you think of DeMarcus tonight?
DeMarcus played like DeMarcus. I know it's been a while since he scored goals, but there you go. He's dangerous at any given moment, and he can finish with both feet, as you can see today. He's always a threat. Going forward, coming back, he defends well, and he helps our team out a lot. The only advantage I see is that we're not on walking on eggshells. For the rest, now we can not so much relax, but now that we're guaranteed a spot to the next round, we can now focus on getting through the next round and building our team likewise.
Are you going to be going to Trinidad or going back?
I haven't yet discussed that. We'll have to wait and see.
This game remind you a little of that Panama game? Kind of blow out late, you get forward.
Two different opponents. Maybe the score sheet is similar, but this time, they didn't give me an own goal. So I'm happy.
Torres is one of the best of the team this week, and also limited time you get against us.
He did all right. He did a decent job in training. He held his own, and he did a good job when he came on.
You played against Cuba. Coming from a team like that, maybe an advantage compared to some other guys and getting time on the team successful.
You know, a lot of guys play on good teams around the world, so he's just like anyone else. He's got to earn his spot.
When you look at 8 years ago, you guys had to struggle in the first round. Last time was fairly easy, but lost the entire round. Now, 4-0. How much better is this team? Do you guys feel like you've become a dominant team?
It's never easy. The last couple games may have appeared that way, but the bulk of the work was done in the first 2 games, and that was difficult. But we are, I think, better equipped with the way we play on a consistent basis with our teams. And not everyone gets games, but a number of guys are in a good environment and playing good games, and that helps us. Yeah, Bees was good. Bees was active and was all over the place, so he was easy to find for all of us. He did a good job being dangerous consistently, and so it made it easy for the rest of us.
Talk about the significance of wrapping this group up and looking ahead to 2009.
Yeah, you never want to get. I've learned in this process that you don't want to take anything for granted, and you don't want to leave anything to chance. So the faster you can get it over with, once you can secure it and get done, the better. And now it gives us a lot of flexibility. It gives Bob a lot of flexibility to do what he wants in the next few games.
Can you talk a little bit about the way you're playing tonight? You seem to be setting up a lot of goal scoring opportunities, not making too many runs towards the goal in the first half. Is that something that Coach wanted you to do, or is that just what was presented?
That's what was presented. It was difficult for Brian and I to get a lot of the ball in good, dangerous spots because they did a good job of just closing every gap, all the space. So in that game like that, a lot of times you tend to think, where Brian, where's Landon? They're not touching the ball a lot, and a lot of the other guys seem like they're just having a field day, but it's because of the way they played. So we had to find our spots to try to be dangerous, and I think we both did a good job of that. And then once the game opened up a little, it became a little easier.
You playing the national team on Wednesday, is that based on whether or not LA is in the playoffs tonight or not?
That's up to Bob. So Bob's going to let us know tonight whether or not we're going. I don't think that. I don't think it has anything to do with the Galaxy as of now. It's up to Bob to make the most of it.
Was there a time during the game where you just felt you had total control that this was going to, at some point, it was going to just break open easily? Or was it just after they went down to 10 men?
After they went down to 10 men, obviously, it was going to be difficult for them. I think it was always going to be difficult for them to really give us a scare. But our credit in these games, we keep going and we keep putting pressure on, and it's easy once you score a few goals to kind of sit back and relax, but we keep going.
Can you explain to people who don't seem to understand the fact that it's so much more difficult to play on the road than it is on the home, especially in CONCACAF, that people that feel that you should win easily everywhere?
I can explain it all day, but you don't understand unless you play in it, coach in it, or a part of it. So people have opinions that we should be winning the same way on the road. They just have no idea. Simple as that.
Well, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Better so you can exactly. Just do whatever you do it quicker. You're a smaller player, so defenders are gonna want to hit you. They're gonna want to get a body into you. Because they're much bigger and they might be, they might not be as quick as you. So whatever you're gonna do, just do it quicker and just go.
Yeah, because you had said you learned how to anticipate the hit and bump ahead from Jaime.
Exactly.
Have you learned how to anticipate and sort of bounce off in the right direction now?
Exactly. That's all it is, man. Just anticipate it, and then when the defender hits you, you gotta, you gotta like. You can't go down. You got to try and keep your balance. I mean, sometimes it's going to be a foul. Sometimes you got to go down, but most of the time now I just try to stay up on my feet.
Seemed like in training the other day, you and Brad had like a little bit of played some trash talk going on one finishing drills. What were you guys saying to each other?
No, he was just like every time I shoot, I feel like he tries extra hard to try and save my shots, and then after he does, he talks trash. Oh, no pass backs, Freddy, blah blah blah. So every time I score, I talk trash right back to him.
But how has this camp been for you? Aside from the game tonight, how's the camp been?
The camp's been great. I mean, I've felt like I've been training very well all week. You know, and you know, it was great that the team's been training well too, and it's great that we came out here and put a performance like this together because the first game wasn't quite like this. Obviously, it's a little bit tougher when you go in somebody else's backyard and try and beat them. So, I'm just proud of the guys, proud of the team, glad to be a part of it, and it's great.